pure nostalgia.
Autobots, transform and roll out. Between 1984 and 1987, Transformers Generation 1 delivered 95 episodes of robots in disguise that changed Saturday morning television forever. Some episodes were pure toy commercials with animation errors galore, but others, they were groundbreaking science fiction that explored sacrifice, identity, war, and what it means to be a hero. Today, we're counting down the top 10 greatest Transformers G1 episodes ever made, based on fan rankings, IMDb ratings, and pure nostalgic impact. Before we energize, subscribe to Pure Nostalgia and hit that notification bell so you never miss our next mission into 80s cartoon greatness. Till all are one. Number 10. SOS Dinobots. When dinosaurs appear in modern times, the Autobots investigate and discover Megatron is using mechanical T-Rexes and pteranodons to terrorize humanity. Wheeljack proposes a radical solution: build their own dinosaur robots. The result? Grimlock, Slag, and Sludge, the first Dinobots, who immediately prove too powerful and unpredictable to control. What makes this episode legendary is how it introduced the Dinobots as neither pure heroes nor villains. They're wild cards. Grimlock's famous "Me Grimlock no bozo, me king" attitude starts here, establishing him as one of the most beloved characters in Transformers history. The episode balances humor with genuine danger as the Dinobots rampage through both Decepticon and Autobot forces before finally choosing a side. SOS Dinobots earns its IMDb rating of 7.7 by doing what great G1 episodes do best: introducing iconic characters with personality, delivering spectacular robot dinosaur battles, and proving that the Autobots don't always have perfect solutions. The Dinobots would become so popular that multiple sequel episodes followed, but this is where the legend began.
Number 9. Fire in the Sky. Buried beneath Arctic ice for millions of years, Skyfire awakens to a world he doesn't recognize. This episode reveals that Starscream and Skyfire were once scientist friends who explored prehistoric Earth together before the war began. When Starscream discovers his old companion frozen in ice, he revives him, but Skyfire is horrified to learn the Decepticons have become violent conquerors. The emotional core of this episode is Starscream's rare moment of genuine affection. For once, he's not scheming or backstabbing. He's excited to reunite with his friend. But when Starscream orders Skyfire to execute captured Autobots, Skyfire refuses, and Starscream blasts him in rage. The Autobots rescue Skyfire and repair him, earning his loyalty through compassion rather than coercion. Fire in the Sky stands out with an IMDb rating of 7.9 because it humanizes both heroes and villains. It shows that Decepticons weren't always evil and that friendship can transcend faction lines, until war corrupts everything. Skyfire's sacrifice at the end, burying himself in ice again to save the Autobots, remains one of the most selfless acts in G1 history. Number 8. Starscream's Brigade. After yet another failed coup attempt, Megatron banishes Starscream from the Decepticons. Furious and desperate, Starscream discovers an abandoned Decepticon base filled with deactivated soldiers from the war's early days. He rebuilds 5 of them, giving them new alt modes and personalities, creating his own army, the Combaticons. What elevates this episode is how it showcases Starscream's brilliance and his fatal flaw. He's genuinely skilled. Creating an entire combiner team from scratch proves his genius, but his arrogance dooms him. The Combaticons combine into Bruticus, who immediately turns on Starscream, preferring Megatron's leadership. The irony is delicious. Starscream creates the very force that defeats his rebellion. The animation quality spikes during the Bruticus combination sequence, making it one of the most visually impressive moments in Season 2. Starscream's Brigade works because it's a perfect Starscream story, ambitious, clever, and self-destructive. Fans rank it highly for introducing the Combaticons while perfectly capturing why Starscream will never successfully overthrow Megatron. He's too proud to inspire loyalty.
Number 7. The Search for Alpha Trion.
This episode made Transformers history by introducing female Autobots for the first time. On Cybertron, Optimus Prime encounters Elita-1, leader of a female Autobot resistance cell fighting Decepticon occupation. As they battle Shockwave's forces, flashbacks reveal their shared past, and we meet Alpha Trion, the ancient scientist who would become central to Transformers lore. The significance of this episode extends beyond representation. It expands Cybertron's world-building, showing that the war rages on multiple fronts with different leaders and tactics. Elita-1 proves just as capable as Optimus, commanding respect from her team through strategy and courage rather than just firepower. The chemistry between Optimus and Elita adds emotional depth rarely seen in the series. With an IMDb rating of 7.8, the search for Alpha Trion succeeds by making female Transformers feel essential rather than tokenized. The Resistance storyline creates stakes, the Cybertron setting provides gorgeous alien landscapes, and Alpha Trion's introduction plants seeds for future mythology. It's a character-driven adventure that treats its female robots as warriors, not stereotypes. Number 6. The Key to Vector Sigma, Parts 1 and 2. Megatron creates the Stunticons, 5 Decepticon vehicles designed to dominate Earth's roads, but they lack true intelligence. To bring them to life, Megatron journeys to Cybertron's core to access Vector Sigma, the supercomputer that grants sentience to Transformers. The Autobots follow, and Optimus Prime creates his own team, the Aerobots, to counter the Stunticons. This two-parter is essential Transformers lore. Vector Sigma is introduced as the source of Transformers consciousness. Alpha Trion returns as its guardian, and we witness the literal birth of new Transformers as they receive their sparks. The journey through Cybertron's lower levels showcases incredible world-building, ancient traps, forgotten technology, and the planet's mysterious history. The Combiner battles elevate the action. Menasor versus Superion in their debut fight is spectacular. But the emotional punch comes when Alpha Trion sacrifices himself to restore Vector Sigma, merging with the supercomputer to save Cybertron. The Key to Vector Sigma ranks high because it expands the mythology while delivering thrilling combiner action and genuine sacrifice. It's mythology and spectacle perfectly balanced. Number 5. Desertion of the Dinobots. When the Dinobots fall victim to cybertonium depletion, a disease that only affects Transformers built on Earth, they begin shutting down. The only cure is cybertonium from Cybertron itself, forcing Spike and Carly to travel to the Decepticon-controlled planet on a desperate rescue mission. Meanwhile, the weakened Dinobots struggle with their mortality, and Grimlock faces the possibility that his team might be permanently offline. This two-parter works on multiple levels. First, it's a role reversal. Humans must save the robots, showcasing Spike and Carly's bravery and resourcefulness. Second, it explores Dinobot vulnerability. Seeing Grimlock confused and scared is genuinely heartbreaking. Third, the Cybertron adventure delivers stunning visuals of Shockwave's occupation and the planet's dangerous environments. The IMDb rating of 7.7 reflects fan love for Dinobot-centric stories, but also appreciation for how this episode treats them as characters, not just weapons. The final act, where the restored Dinobots rampage through Decepticon forces to rescue Spike and Carly, is pure, satisfying payoff. Desertion of the Dinobots proves that even the toughest warriors need help sometimes, and that friendship transcends species. Number 4. Dark Awakening. Season 3's most emotionally devastating episode begins when the Autobots discover Optimus Prime's body aboard a derelict Autobot ship. Desperate for leadership after his death in Transformers the movie, they attempt to revive him and succeed. Optimus awakens, seemingly restored, and immediately takes command. But something is wrong. The horror unfolds slowly. Optimus has been reprogrammed by the Quintessons to destroy the Autobots from within. Watching the greatest hero in Transformers history turn traitor, even involuntarily, is genuinely disturbing. The final act delivers the gut punch. Optimus fights his programming long enough to save his friends, piloting the ship into a Quintesson trap and sacrificing himself again. Dark Awakening earns its IMDb rating of 8.1 by weaponizing nostalgia against the audience. Kids who mourned Optimus in the movie saw him return, only to lose him again in an even more tragic way. It's cruel, brilliant storytelling that establishes Rodimus Prime as the true leader by letting him grieve and move forward. The final image of Optimus drifting through space, finally at peace, still makes grown fans emotional.
Number 3. The Ultimate Doom, Parts 1 through 3. Megatron executes his most ambitious plan yet. Use a massive space bridge to transport Cybertron itself into Earth's orbit. The gravitational effects are catastrophic. Earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions ravage the planet as billions of humans face extinction. Hypnotized human slaves build the device while the Autobots desperately fight to stop the apocalypse. The imagery in The Ultimate Doom is genuinely nightmarish for a Saturday morning cartoon. Cybertron looming over Earth, cities crumbling, humans mind-controlled by Decepticon devices. It's dystopian science fiction that doesn't pull punches. The stakes are planetary, and the Autobots are genuinely outmatched for most of the story. Sparkplug's hypnosis and Spike's desperate attempts to save his father add raw emotional stakes. This three-part epic ranks among the best because it showcases Megatron at his most dangerous and Optimus at his most heroic. The final battle atop the space bridge, with Earth's survival hanging in the balance, is classic G1 at peak intensity. The Ultimate Doom proves the series could deliver blockbuster-scale storytelling that treated its world and characters with weight and consequence. It's disaster movie spectacle meets Saturday morning cartoon, and it absolutely works. Number 2. The Return of Optimus Prime, Parts 1 and 2. After fan outcry over Optimus Prime's death in Transformers the movie, Hasbro ordered his resurrection. These 2 episodes deliver exactly what devastated fans needed, but not without making them earn it. A plague of hate spreads across the universe, turning Autobots and Decepticons into rage-filled monsters. Only Optimus Prime, rebuilt by human scientists, can use the matrix of leadership to cure the infection. What could have been cheap fan service becomes genuinely triumphant storytelling. Optimus returns not through miracle, but through effort. Skylynx searches the galaxy for his body parts, humans rebuild him piece by piece, and Rodimus Prime willingly surrenders leadership because he knows Optimus is needed. The hate-plagued storyline creates real danger, with nearly every character infected and turning on each other. The climax is pure catharsis. Optimus Prime opens the Matrix and releases cleansing light that purges the plague across the universe. Peter Cullen's delivery of "Now, light our darkest hour" gives chills. With an IMDb rating of 8.1, The Return of Optimus Prime succeeds because it understood what fans needed. Not just Optimus back, but Optimus earning his return by saving everyone one final time. It's a perfect farewell to the G1 series, restoring hope after Season 3's darkness.
Number 1. War Dawn. War Dawn is the highest-rated Transformers G1 episode on IMDb at 8.2, and for good reason. It's the origin story of Optimus Prime himself. When Megatron sends the aerial bots back in time to Cybertron's golden age, they encounter a young dock worker named Orion Pax and his girlfriend, Ariel. The aerial bots witness a newly constructed Megatron launch his first raid, brutally gunning down Orion and Ariel for their energon. The tragedy unfolds with shocking violence for a kid's cartoon. Orion Pax, idealistic, trusting, believing robots can coexist peacefully, is destroyed by the very Decepticon he admired. A young Alpha Trion rebuilds him into Optimus Prime and Ariel into Elita 1, showing that heroes are forged through suffering and choice. The first meeting between Optimus Prime and Megatron becomes a predestination paradox. Megatron created his greatest enemy by destroying an innocent dock worker. War Dawn transcends typical Saturday morning fare by asking mature questions about fate, trauma, and identity. Is Optimus Prime still Orion Pax, or did that innocent dock worker die? Can someone who lost everything still choose hope over vengeance? The episode answers through action. Optimus defeats Megatron not with superior firepower, but with the moral certainty that peace is worth fighting for. Fans rank War Dawn #1 because it's everything G1 could be at its best: thoughtful science fiction, emotional character work, spectacular animation, and mythology that adds depth to every future Optimus-Megatron confrontation. Knowing that Megatron murdered the person Optimus used to be makes every one shall stand, one shall fall moment infinitely more powerful. This is the definitive Transformers G1 episode, the one that proves the series was always more than robots selling toys. It was about sacrifice, redemption, and the eternal struggle between tyranny and freedom. From Dinobot rampages to Optimus Prime's tragic origin, from planet-destroying schemes to hate plagues that infected the universe, these 10 episodes prove Transformers G1 was ambitious, emotional, and willing to take risks that shaped a generation. These weren't just toy commercials, they were science fiction stories that taught us about heroism, sacrifice, and hope. Now it's your turn. Do you agree with this ranking? Does War Dawn deserve #1, or should the Ultimate Doom take the crown? What's your favorite G1 episode of all time? Drop your rankings in the comments. Let's debate. And if this countdown brought back memories, subscribe to Pure Nostalgia, smash that like button, and ring the bell for more 80s, 90s deep dives. Till all are one.